Hello. This video is for members of the Compendium Society, so attendees who have been to one of mine and Tina Walker's bookmaking retreats who took their bookcase home. So the really great thing, or one of the really great things about the Compendium Society, is you actually get a bookcase, a buildable bookcase, to hold your books in. And so this is just a quick run through of how to make your bookcase. I'm not going to make you sit through all of the nitty-gritty gluing details, but this will just be a quick run through on how to put this bad boy together. So inside your package, you have quite a few pieces. These are the connectors that you will need at the like close to the end, but they're small, so they're in a package so they don't get lost. You have two end pieces for your bookcase. This, set to the side for just a moment. These are the top and bottom of your bookcase, and this is the back. So you'll have a back, a top, a bottom, and two sides for your bookcase. And then these pieces create a stand. And actually, hold one moment. So as I was saying, those long and skinny pieces create a stand. And here, look at these, like these great little books I have from the girls. But here's what your bookcase looks like when it's finished. This is an unaltered one, kept in its raw state. These are some of the different books that we've made over the years of the Compendium Society. And this is the stand. And as you can see, down in this corner here, these two pieces make it so that the bookcase doesn't fall all the way down into the stand. And then actually, this will rest on top of another bookcase. The same design. Sorry about the dog hair. And then one will sit on top of this one. And basically the way it works is your bookcase grows with you as you attend the various Compendium Societies each year with Tina and myself. So let me just demo really quickly how this bad boy goes together. It is laser cut wood, and so there may be some singeing or some singeing is the best way to put it, but because it's laser cut, it's cut with a concentrated flame. And so you get this like edge around it. If you like it, put it on the outside. If you don't like it, put it on the inside. If you're going to alter your bookcase, it needs to be done after you've glued it together, because these pieces fit snugly in. And if you add any extra layers of paint or paper, it's not likely to fit together anymore. So that needs to be done after you've glued your bookcase together. I'm going to work from the back forward, but what I'll do is put the back on the table. So I'm not on my flat surface. I'm not exactly building it like it were standing up, but it's just so easy this way. I do like the singed edge, and I'm not sure if I'm going to alter it in the future. So I'm going to put my singed edges on the outside and show you really quick how this goes together. Then I will show you how to apply the glue in the best way, and that will be the majority of this video. So I've got the two sides. Make sure I'm in camera here. The two sides go together like this, and anything that has a flat edge is going to be the front of your bookcase, and all the flat edges need to meet up. So these edges don't have any notches cut on them, okay? So these two are gonna go here. These two go here. This particular buildable project is pretty foolproof, if I say so myself. However, if you have any concerns or questions or something isn't fitting together, just shoot me a message, shoot me a text. If you're at Compendium Society, you have our phone numbers, or if you, you can DM me basically anywhere, Instagram, Facebook, email me, and I'll help you put that together. Leave a comment on YouTube, and I'll help you, whatever that's going to look like. But now you can see all my pieces have fit together lovingly. And I haven't applied any glue, but this is what we're building as a box. All right. And when it comes to applying the glue, I'll start with these two pieces here. Where a tooth sticks out is where it's going to touch another piece. So you can either put your glue in all these little crevices, or you can put your glue on all these little teeth, whichever feels better or is going to work better for your particular personal preference or scenario. And the glue that you'll want to use for this particular project is a wood glue. So these are wood. This is laser cut wood pieces. And I do prefer the Gorilla wood glue, you can use whatever wood glue you have as long as it says wood glue. I would not use, you definitely want your glue to have a thickness. So something like Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix might work. I would avoid anything that's like super glue or anything like that. But as long as it says wood glue, you'll be fine. And you don't have to get a huge bottle like this. Wood glue comes in much smaller containers. Also, my wood glue is fairly old. I'm at the ass end of this bottle, so I did stir it with a paintbrush because the cap was starting to separate in there. But when I work on this particular type of project where I'm building something with interlocking teeth like this, I always do this process anyway. So the fact that I had to stir it first is fine, but I will put a pile of wood glue over here to the side. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, I'm still in camera. That's always good. And then I use my fingers to apply the glue to these little teeth. So you can, again, you can apply it directly to the teeth or down in the recesses. And wood glue gives you a bit of work time here. But it does get tacky quickly enough that you won't be here all day, which is great. So I've done that set of teeth, and then because it's marrying to this side, I'll just come through really quickly and do these ones as well. And you can use a paintbrush, you can use a spatula, anything that's going to get the job done. I just prefer to use my fingers in these types of applications. If you're concerned with toxicity and impurities or things like that, feel free to wear a pair of gloves. When I've got the sets of teeth that I'm marrying together, covered in wood glue, then I will push them together, lock them inside of each other, and then hold it here for a quick minute. And as I mentioned, this will be my back, so I'll actually lay that one down and press the side into it, and I will run my finger through here to get rid of really the majority of that excess glue. And this will be the inside, so a lot of the details, if your glue's a little messy, etc., not a big deal. All right, and then when that's had just a minute, it can stand here and be good, and then I can continue on with the rest of the sides. I will fast forward through that part so that you can see just exactly how easy and quick this comes together, and then I'll show you the base for it. Okay, so I gave that just a couple minutes to dry, but you can see the glue is still tacky. Wood glue does take a full 24 hours to be 100% bonded and cured. But here is my box, all nice and put together. You could wrap it with a rubber band if you want, like clamps if you have them. It's not necessary when we're working on a project like this, but if you want it to be very efficient and set it to the side and you had the patience, that would be absolutely fine. And then now we're going to build the base or the stand. And as you can see, these pieces are very similarly designed in that they have these really great little interlocking teeth for each side. The only difference is that it also has these pieces for stability that go into each corner. Again, interlocking teeth, everything fits together nice and even, but you have one on the top and one on the bottom. And it does two things. One, it creates stability in this base that we have because it is so thin and there's no connecting material through the middle of it in this area. But then also, this is what allows your box to sit on this and then this box to sit on another box and another box to then create a cupboard of books and bookcases. So it's very similar here. I will apply the glue to both sides of the teeth in this piece because they go in to a hole and they're going to be, there we go, stand the yuppie. Both sides right there. And then to these teeth and to these teeth, and then I plug this guy in and this guy in and marry this one to it. Sorry, it's hard for me to see it under the camera. There we go. And if we turn it to this side, much better. Okay. And then just make sure that everything is nice and snug. And this one, I would certainly, I mean, you need to do it on the box as well, but just hold it in place for a quick minute while that wood glue gets tacky. All right, and same as before, I'm not going to make you sit through the whole thing, but I want to show you at the end how easy it is to just slide your box into the base. So I will fast forward through the other portions of this and get back with you. Okay, and so now we have our frame here, and everything is still a little bit wet. I have not waited 24 hours. However, I'm going to put this together, the final piece, and then set it to the side and let it dry. So now I still have some wet glue over here, and I'm going to put a little on this top triangle here and here and here and here. And then this guy rests right down Whoops, sorry, in there. And it looks like this. And I will set everything to the side and let it fully dry, and it's nice and snug. And then I will post a photo at the end of exactly what it looks like stacked on top of another box. Thank you so much.